So replay.gg actually works. Hope it's actually loading. There we go. Nice. Okay. So it's been a while since we've done a commentary like this. So anyway, Thresh top. Okay, it definitely isn't my first game playing Thresh top in the preseason. My previous games were mostly just fucking about, and yeah, this is the first game I had. I slapped myself a bit. Was like, how do I play Thresh? And considered that, made a new item set, and really rethought how to play Thresh in this meta. Now, unfortunately, I managed to crash 3 times here. Like, it does that thing where when the game starts, it will just tell you you've disconnected, and then you have to exit the client and restart, which is really annoying. It was quite a big detriment to this game. Oh no, it wasn't really, because Akali didn't ever pressure me. So anyway, let's get rid of all the display things we don't want to have. Unchained Fog of War. Don't need to see red team frames, don't need the chat. So, look at that. I teleported in because I was late, due to the aforementioned crashing 3 times. And I made sure, whenever I go in for the poke on Akali, I always go for Thunderlords. If Thunderlords is up, look here. Mastery, Thunderlord's Decree. It's right there. And I want to use that as much as I can. You'll notice me miss quite a few minions, I think. It's not nearly as bad as I was last night, but that's just because I haven't played properly in a while. But this is one of the few games where I really put myself back up together and actually get something done. So anyway, as you can see, just poking Akali whenever I can, because I have range and she just has a little Q, which doesn't do very much to me. She has an XP advantage, but again, she can't do much more than use her Q. And yeah, as for the rest of the team, because this is just farming right now, there's Kha'Zix in the jungle, Lux mid versus the new Zed, Zillion and MF bot versus Ezreal and a new Alistar. The new Alistar is so annoying, but their one isn't very good. So anyway, this is mostly just farming, it just goes on and on. I just kind of flay and poke whenever I can, but mostly nothing's going to really happen. Just going to pause, make sure this is actually recording. Yeah, it is. Good, good, good. Because OBS used to glitch out with Baron replays. Anyway, I don't want to get too close to her because she can do some damage to me, and when I do a flare up, for example, it's a bit annoying. You see me last hit with Destined Z. See, she just went in on me, did quite a bit of damage. But then I flay her away, and then as she backs up, I just hit her a bit. Just so she isn't too far ahead. So mostly I'm just kind of, as I said, just kind of farming. Let's get that out of the way. Yep, farming up the minion wave. Akali, at some point I make her take a tower hit. Not sure if it was there, but it's not important enough to warrant going back to look at it. So I buy, look at this, I buy the new control ward, and the new control ward, if you don't know, is basically a vision ward, except it will not detect invisible enemies, such as Shaco and Akali and Stealth Shroud. And it will disable wards and traps, unlike the pink ward, which will just reveal them. So yeah, Akali can't be detected by a control ward because she's invisible now. Camouflaged people like Twitch Q and Rengar's ult can still be detected by it. It's 75G, just like the old one. See, I got the Thunderlord's proc again. Thunderlord's so important for trading. And then, as you can see, there's a kill there. I got a bit distracted by talking, so let's look at that again in normal speed. So I go for a poke, and for some reason she decides to ult me. I cancel it with my E, probably wouldn't need to, she wouldn't do me too much damage. But then I gap closed onto the minion, because that gave me a little speed boost, and then it was just a quick flash to end her. After that I can push this wave up, take all the minions. I do not have the cull because I saw the enemy team comp. I've noticed that in this meta it's full of assassins, and it's full of kind of feast or famine super snowball assassins. Like, I keep seeing LeBlancs going like 10-1 within like 10 minutes of the game, or okay, a bit more than that, 15-20 minutes of the game. Assassins getting tons of kills. So I saw Zed, I saw Akali, I saw Shaco, who've all been dominating early game in all the other games I've been playing. So I wanted to keep my build kind of concise. That's why I bought Doran's Blade and not Cull. The Cull needs time to sate it. Doran's Blade is at maximum efficiency right away. The Cull is useful because you make a profit when you fulfill it and you sell it. Anyway, attack Akali again, win the trade by simply poking away. So, if you look at the rest of the items I bought, I did buy a long sword because I decided the enemy team was squishy enough to warrant using a BF sword combo. Sorry, Rapid Firecannon combo. And that would go into Coldfield's Warhammer as it has now. Alongside the longsword, I bought Ruby Crystal, and that's because, you know, whatever Akali bursts me, I'm not too aware of Akali's new damage, and you know, what if she bursts me, what if Shaco comes up, it's going to be devastating. I want to have a bit more health in case I try any crazy tower dives or whatever. Yeah, there's that. It would also go into Randuin's Omen, and I was thinking if the enemy started really snowballing with AD champions, I might just go straight Sunfire Cape, because it would provide a small amount of damage. And, if you look at their team comp, it is mostly AD, aside from Akali, who is still also AD in her E. And I do believe most of her like damage and ratios have been moved onto her E. Her ult was nerfed in terms of damage, but she now has a blink on her E, sorry, on her W. And she retains a lot of move speed in it. So that's where her E comes in. So yeah, I wanted to buy Sunfire Cape so I could tank all the AD damage really easily while still having relevant damage through Sunfire's burn. And then I'd move on to building the rest of the items whilst being safe in team fights in mid-game. But it didn't have to come to that because, well, look at them. 1 free Zed, 2 Def Shaco, 1 Def Akali. The enemies aren't exactly ahead. They're not going to snowball yet. So I'm free to build some AD so I can kind of keep my lead over Akali. That's so I can poke her, pressure her, stay ahead. So I got Coldfield Warhammer. There's the Giant Spell just in case she does any kind of crazy burst or Zed comes top or whatever. Or I have to fight Zed or Shaco in later game. You know, normally what I used to do is not buy the Giant Spell and just go straight for the combo, BF Sword and Rapid Firecannon. And oftentimes, if this doesn't get me ahead, then I'm simply going to be squishy with a tiny bit of poke. And it's not going to be too relevant if the enemies aren't squishy enough. And then I won't even have relevant CC. Anyway, look at this. She flashed for it. I don't think I can chase her much past this point. No, I can't because she... I forgot how embarrassing this game is. Like, But let's go through what's going on in my mind. Like, she'll use her dash here. And then I think that's in perfect flash play range, and I failed the smart cast. In my defense, it was the first game of the day. Moving on, that took her out of lane, she had to use TP. Excuse me, that's a text, we can ignore that for now. So I gap closed onto that and got some, I did over half health her damage, and I got a giant spell. I've got damage really simple damage in Thresh's kit. You buy AD, your first auto attack does tons of damage, simple. So yeah, and whenever I get the shard charge, I always use it, and for some reason she keeps going on to me thinking, Thresh can't deal damage, can he? And then I just kill her. Then she tries to do it again, she has to ult through me, don't know what the thought process was there, and she just dies. I know, not the most exciting lane because I just win, but you know, it's not that bad. I've won lane other times as well, against like people like Aurelia. Oh, Zed goes in on me thinking, oh, Thresh is squishy, he can't possibly live. Then he gets literally flattened by Kha'Zix's E, and yeah. Kazakh's starting to snowball. And the enemy assassins falling behind. As I said, it's very feast and famine, this kind of meta. So I think it's a good idea to have some really strong peel. And defense, that's so you don't simply get one shot, and you can help other people not get one shot. And then the consistent damage of your AD carries can really give it to the enemy team. Kassadin has this all in one because, well, my build anyway, because you build tanky so they don't insta-give you, and you also have assassin damage so you can be an assassin yourself. If you haven't seen my Kassadin build yet somehow, then go ahead, look at my channel, AD Kassadin, it's really good. And I'll probably put up a gameplay of that pretty soon. For now I just want to get a fresh gameplay out, and yes, there will be a fresh jungle gameplay out at some point. I have tried to play them, but the games have been very, very, very depressing with things like AFKs without remake and, you know, all sorts. So anyway, staying in the lane, wanting to farm. In this game I managed to keep my souls up decently enough. Let's just click on me. I'm at 71 at how many minutes? 18? That's not too bad. Like, I'd say I used to say 100 by 30 minutes is kind of standard, it's good, but then I started accelerating to 25 minutes, getting 100 souls. But since then I seem to have fallen off, probably because I roam more and stuff like that. Roam fruitlessly as well sometimes. Had to pick up the soul from the thing there. Anyway, I make a mistake of trying to roam, doing literally nothing, and then, yeah, Akali's able to take a tower due to her perseverance. Now she'll try to juke the Kazakh, realising he's going to jump the wall, and then I get the kill. I lantern the soul, but Kazakh decides to take himself anyway because he's worth it. So I just take this tower, start pushing it, she teleports, I don't take the tower, then she almost dies, but I never remember that it blinks. Her W blinks now, I believe. And let's keep that one not in replays because it's a clear misuse of wards. You know, when you put them down and then you forget what they're actually for, and then two people come and kill you. Sure, Shaco has stealth. Alistair didn't. I couldn't see a fat cow charging towards me. Again, first game of the day, please forgive me. So, and always when I die as Thresh for something like that, somehow it's Thresh's fault. It's because I picked Thresh top that it's my fault. If I picked Irelia, you know, it wouldn't possibly be Aurelia's fault. That makes sense. So, continuing to push the wave out because why not? CS, it's souls, and Akali's tower is low on health, and because she went mid, I'm just gonna help myself. Again, I've got the giant spell this time, so yes, I'll die to a 3-man gank, but I'm not particularly scared of, say, Zed coming to hurt me, because he can't. He's 3-7 with a Ghost Blade and Hex Drinker. Still buying more with Mortia, seems he didn't get the memo, because look at him, he's buying Hex Drinker and Serrated Dirk. That's like what more Mortias used to be. Anyway, a one-shot Shaco clone there, not too impressive because it's a clone. Yep, just with the team, take some more towers, and then we start derping out a bit. We push this tower, I believe we get it. Yeah, then I want to get the inhibitor, but Akali goes there. I play the wrong way, but it's okay. I play a box to trap her in here. I chase her. Alistair tries to 1v3 because Alistair's broken, right? He's been reworked. I should probably look before I aim and then miss the guy. I give Kha'Zix a little shield so he can flash away and live. My shield did heal him there. Sorry, I did save him there. And then Misfortune lines up an ultimate with my Flay and we get a perfect double kill. Yeah, we continue pushing up, and I don't give a shit, so I just start wailing on this. He gives me a punch for 10 gold. He pounds the ground angrily. Then I think, shit, we probably have to get out of here after we take care of this cow. Thunderlords dispatches him easily with my E passive. Take of Sandman doing nothing, and I think, you know what, we might as well get this tower. But now it's time for us to leave. Misfortune doesn't get the memo and gets killed by 3 assassins. in a foursome Shaco gangbang. I try to Q Zed in time, but Akali's ult places her in the way, and as a result that doesn't work. I escape onto walls just to realize no one's chasing me, so I take a dragon and go back. What do I buy? I believe I will buy Warden's Mail going into Anduin's Omen, and then I stand there for a little while to look fancy, teleport to mid lane, and started attacking everyone. Let's look at that again because I went a bit too fast there. Anyway, stand there, look fancy, TP. And then I start attacking Zed, he backs off, I hook Akali, start attacking her. Towers do reveal invisible champions, of course. And then, yeah, I cause them to fuck the hell off. Kha'Zix is also here. Kha'Zix has been a good buddy throughout this game. I gap close onto him as a foolish attempt to try to reach Zed. And Akali. I know this audio quality is not as good as it would be. It would be better if I used Audacity instead of OBS, but I'm on slight time constraints right now. Be sure to do that next time. But yeah, Akali and well, Shaco gets killed by Lux, and Akali's here, and I couldn't give a shit about her. So I'm just wailing on the tower as much as I can. Misfortune comes up. And we're all here in top lane now. So we push this up and then the enemy team's going to start arriving. Alistair starts attacking things. Akali dies. Here comes Ezreal. Here comes Shaco, fully stealthed. Drops the nest of boxes there. Zed going super fucking Sonic. Now, I get confused up to who I'm actually attacking, whether I'm attacking Shaco or Zed because they have the same colours. Plus, I didn't know Shaco's clone was on such a low cooldown. And, well, we die. And Thresh just made a sound while dead. Don't quite know how he did that. Speaking to, where am I? Can't see my dead body. I'm guessing Darkstar disintegrates. That's okay.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Anyway. Oh, sorry, I'm not in proper camera. Anyway, so I walk back up to the fight, trying to join Kha'Zix and give him a helping hand. Lantern, taxi, and then I start trying to chase them. So here's a little Ezreal. Thinks he'll get away, but it's all too easy to flash, hook, hit, schlap, schlap. Well, schlap flay, really. Anyway, there's a tower here on low health, so I tank it. I have the health, I have the tankiness. I have a lantern shield which scales to souls, of which I have 120. I start attacking Kali. She hides in her little veil, which is so annoying that you can't reveal her anymore. So a fight goes on here. Misfortune gets caught out because she doesn't take a safe path. And yeah, I die. So yeah, looking back at the items, I have Randuin's Omen. I could have went with Sunfire Cape, but they don't have any crit really. Well, Shaco does, I suppose. And I've got a longsword for some reason. I think I'm going to sell that longsword and get something else. Because I was planning on getting more AD, but really I could go for Sunfire Cape. As you can see, Bammy Cinder and Bammy Cinder and Chestplate, whatever it's called. Chainmail. Anyway, I back up because the fight goes horribly. Misfortune ran away from me, and then I think, could we go in on this, Kha'Zix? He says no, by not doing anything. And then we go in here where they decide to go that, and then, yeah, Akali flashes a wall, Kha'Zix jumps on them. And if you want to say Kha'Zix carried this game, then you'd be right, because he did. But I'm 7-3, and that's pretty good. 7-3-12. So attack the inhibitor. Attack this inhibitor. I think I'm going for the third one, but then we start getting into this weird fight here. So we run away. Zillion, unfortunately, goes down. But back up, and then we have to defend mid lane. Misfortune gets caught out again. Zed comes on. Leaves her for dead. Ezreal also helps finish her off. Akali does some weird movements. Gets shot, dies. Kha'Zix chases the cow. I chase the Ezreal futilely because he's blue. Is he blue? No, he's Triforce. I think. I don't know. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Shaco's split pushing, but I couldn't care. So I go for... I want to go for the inhibitor, but then I realise their Nexus is open. So we just attack the Nexus, and then we win the game. So that's how, you know, replay.gg is so much better than Baron Replays. I mean, it didn't record most of my games, but it works until Riot actually give us the new client with replays. So yeah, that's Thresh top in the preseason, still works fine. In fact, when you build a tanky like this, you can actually counter most of the assassins and peel the assassins off your carries. But I'd say Thresh is still a pretty damn good pick. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Hope you guys will tune in to the streams that are on Wednesday and Saturday. And watch out for new videos on those days. This one's probably going to be uploaded on a Saturday. Maybe I'll make some stream moments too, because I should have on Wednesday really, but I was too busy doing jungle videos. But, in any case, thanks for watching. Let me say that again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.